He helped the Foresters to a league tournament title and a trip to the NAIA National Tournament in his freshman season. Here at BGSU, he played in 6 matches in his first season before moving into the starting lineup last year. Josh started all 16 games a year ago, playing all but 5 of the season, 1,440 total minutes. At the defensive end of the field, he had 7 points, including 3 goals, and at the other end, he helped BGSU record 7 shutouts in those 16 matches, as the Falcons tied the school record for fewest goals allowed in a season. He was named to both the Academic All-MAC and Academic All-District teams. This season, he started the first 5 games before missing the last 4 due to injury, but hopes to return to the field soon. In the classroom, Josh is an exercise science major with a 3.73 cumulative grade point average. He plans to go to physical therapy school and eventually become a physical therapist and personal trainer. The native of Dayton, Ohio, and the son of Jan and Louie Erlinson, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Erlinson. Next up for Falcons, it's Nathan Master. Nathan came off the bench during his freshman season and moved into the starting lineup as the Falcons made back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances. Nathan was named to the All-MAC second team in the spring of 2021, scoring 2 goals, including 1 against Monmouth in the Falcons' first NCAA tournament game in nearly 25 years. He started every game in ball, 11 points on 3 goals, 5 assists, and was involved in the scoring of some of the biggest goals in program history. He was found in the penalty area, leading to an overtime penalty kick that gave the Falcons the MAC title. Then, in the NCAA tournament, he had the assist on a Kel Nichols goal that gave the Falcons a 1-0 win in Louisville for BGSU's first national tournament win since 1997. Last fall, he had a highlight reel goal in BG's 6-0 win over Northern Illinois. In this season, he has started 8 matches and recorded an assist on Jake Bergen's winner against Northern Kentucky. He's a native of Sylvania, Ohio. Nathan is a sport management major with a minor in entrepreneurship and a 3.437 cumulative grade point average. Upon graduation, he hopes to work in sales, ideally taking sales in the world of professional soccer. He is the son of Bob and Sean Masters, and is joined on the field tonight by his parents, his brother, Jonah and Sodom, and his sister Abby. Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan Masters. And next up for Falcons, it's Eli Schultz. Eli has played in 38 career matches entering this evening. After coming off the bench in his first 3 seasons, he has moved into the starting lineup over the last 2 years. Last season, he recorded an assist against Akron right here at Cochrane Stadium, and then scored his first collegiate goal in a MAC win in Chicago State, and was named to the Academic All-MAC team. This season, Eli scored a goal in each of the first 2 home games, scoring BGSU's first goal of the year in a win over Cleveland State, then getting the game winner in the Falcons' victory against Michigan. The native of Bowling Green, he is an exercise science major with a 3.844 cumulative grade point average. Upon graduation, he plans on going to chiropractic school, and he has already been accepted into the chiropractic program at Life University in Marietta, Georgia. He'd like to thank his parents for supporting him through his soccer career, as well as his coaches who pushed him to be better, and his trainers for keeping him healthy. The son of Roger and Brenda Schultz, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Schultz. And please mention the parents of each of these 4 individuals, and once again, our seniors and their teammates like to thank each of the parents and family members for all of their support. Ladies and gentlemen, these players have achieved many individual accolades, but they also have contributed to a culture of team success. Both Daniel and Josh helped their previous schools to the national tournament on at least 1 occasion, and Nathan and Eli each have helped BGSU to the NCAA tournament twice so far, with Josh joining the Falcons for the latter trip. And in the classroom, each of these 4 individuals has a cumulative GPA higher than a 3.4. Clearly, when their playing days are completed here at BGSU, each and every one of these individuals are destined for great things. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have one more final round of applause.
I don't know why y'all have connected. Because the other videos right there. You can just see it anytime.
And we have a final 14 survives Ross. And Hawkins, number 16. Number 19, Ty Phillips. Number 21, David Hernandez. Number 22, Nacho Diaz Fernandez. And number 30, Elliot Day. Head coach for the Evansville Aces, Robbie Carver, assistant coaches, Matt Melzer, Ethan Getman, and Tony Anderson.
You can get them.
For the presentation of the colors. Our colors being presented this evening by members of BGSU Airport ROTC, Detachment 620. And at this time, we'd ask that everybody please remain standing as we honor America, as well as all those who have served, those who are serving, and those who will be serving in our armed forces with the playing of our national anthem. At the conclusion of the anthem, we ask that you please remain standing until the colors have been retired to the sideline.
Good evening, Falcon faithful, and welcome to Cochrane Stadium on this evening, September 30, end of September, beginning of spooky season, as the Falcons look to improve on their start in the Missouri Valley Conference against the University of Evansville Purple Aces. I am Will Earhart. I am joined tonight in the booth by my friend, colleague, Stephen Jenkins. It is so good and so meaningful to me to be back here in the booth with you for the first time somehow this season.
It is, yeah. It's great to be here. Love being in the booth. Love seeing the full stands. Appreciate you holding down the fort. I have been traveling this fall all over this great country of ours, but I have been tuning in to these games as you've been on the solo call. I know everyone watching on YouTube has appreciated you and appreciating you calling some big games, at least one big game in that Michigan win. It seems like all we do is beat Michigan at home. It's
yep.
part of our culture here at BGSU, and yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you. I'm excited to see, I've been to a few games that we weren't on the call for, but I'm excited to see some of these newer players. We got Gus Peacock starting tonight. We've got some players that I haven't had a lot of good looks at full game speed, so I'm excited to be calling this Missouri Valley Conference game with you.
Well, yeah, since the last time that I called a game here, it looks like Anthony Hernandez has moved into the starting lineup for the Falcons. He was, for me, a standout performer a month or so back in that come-from-behind win over Cleveland State. He played the pass before the pass that led to an Eli Shope goal that was well-deserved that night. So looking for a similar performance tonight from him and the entire Falcon group, who currently sit at 1-1 in Missouri Valley Conference play, looking to improve on that. Today, this in their first year in the Missouri Valley Conference, and Stephen, that means this is the first MVC game that you and I are calling together.
And you know, I have had MVC post-it notes all over my office at home, just repeating that mantra of MVC.
Well, you and I met earlier today for hours going over film and saying MVC
just
over
a
and
chant.
over.
Yeah, your
MVC.
neighbors. Yeah, your neighbors were actually slightly worried, but but we will remember that.
R.I.P. Mac.
MAC.
Yeah, R.I.P. MAC as we embrace the MVC this year.
And I was actually I was in Missouri this past weekend. I was at the Taylor Swift game.
That's right.
We won't go too much into that. It's already been beat to death. And now the Falcons are on the move. Eli Shope.
Ooh. Right off the bat.
Yeah. Forget the celebrity gossip. We got goals to score here.
BG going end to end. Right off the bat. Eli Shope with an early chance. Would have been perfect on senior night.
Would have, yeah.
He'll have a few more chances.
He will have a few more chances, as will Nathan Masters, I'm sure.
And we are already getting a few messages. And let me just assure everyone, to the extent that Taylor Swift does make an appearance here as well tonight, we will keep you updated.
I wouldn't say it's a 50-50 chance, but it's not a 0 chance.
Sure.
You know.
Sure. A lot of Swifties here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Of course, we had some drama today in the Premier League, and we are not using VAR here. But evidently, it's just as helpful here as it is there, because they can't get it right in the Premier League. Liverpool being denied a goal against Tottenham this morning. I'm sure we've got some Premier League fans watching the Falcons tonight. Little trivia question: as that ball, I think, just sneaks out the back. Is there a current Premier League team that primarily wears orange as their home color? And if not, who was the last team? I can only think of one.
Orange. Well, it's not BGSU.
It is not, although I suppose if we had the greatest MVC season ever, we could be in talk of promotion somehow. I don't know how that would happen.
I am thinking of Blackpool as the last team to wear orange, but maybe there's a more recent team.
I think it probably is. I was thinking the Hull City Tigers.
Ooh, that's more recent.
It is? Okay.
That's more recent. Yeah.
not a common color. Now, in other leagues, I think it's used more heavily.
So we have the University of Evansville Purple Aces, of course, decked out in purple and black. The Falcons in their color rush orange
all
tonight.
Orange.
Personal favorite, I think, of both of ours.
It is a good looking kit. Chase Terry won't take the easy way out. They're going to play out of the back. Boy, if there was a more beautiful night for soccer, I couldn't think of it. It is absolutely gorgeous out. Nice little breeze. Of course, later in the year, we will be in those months where the wind is blowing voraciously south to north. But for now, we are blessed with some ideal soccer weather.
It's the perfect night here. We'll see the sunset.
It is incredible, yeah.
As the game goes on.
Congratulations to the football team on a big win over Georgia Tech. Brendan Graves called to duty with his foot.
Great job from Brendan Graves there coming out.
So who have some of your standouts been to open this season so far?
Certainly, I have enjoyed watching the duo of Trace Terry and Eli Shope up top each game. That was very notable.
The Trace Terry campaign is in the era is in full effect.
Yes, absolutely. We are in our Trace Terry era. I think, and I believe he had a pair of goals in their last game. Which
I think so too, yeah.
BG was able to get, I think, their first win of the Missouri Valley Conference, beating Bradley last weekend.
Falcons in a bit of trouble now, cheaply given away, but able to reform with numbers. Oh, scissor kick, and that was on frame. There was a defender there able to stop that, as Evansville able to skip past the defender, and they will be encouraged by that sequence of play as BG defenders regroup, regather.
That was a lovely bit of skill. He hit that really, really well. Unfortunate that a defender was in the way to block.
Choose to play it short. Be going for a carom there in the box.
Everybody back for BG here, not even anyone outside their own 18.
In Evansville, interesting setup there. Right back on the attack.
Now, one thing I'm noticing, Stephen, early on, Trace Terry is covering a lot of ground. He's going all the way back in his own 6 right now to defend against this, and otherwise he'll sprint all the way up to the top in transition.
Well, and I know there's Coach Nichols has always had a big emphasis on preseason fitness and obviously mid-season fitness and end-of-season fitness, because he does ask a lot of his players, especially in the press, and you do need to be incredibly fit to press like that. Speaking of Trace Terry, he covered the whole field to make that press and was, yeah, he almost feels a little positionless in a good way. Like Coach Nichols trusts him to be in the right spot. Eli free up the side. Trace will make a run for him. Oh, just off.
Ooh.
That will go out for a BG corner. So Bowling Green back on the attack.
It's a lovely ball from Silva to pick that out. Just about, must have pinged that about 40 yards to find Shope streaking up the left. Carries it down, looks to find Terry, just can't quite get his foot to it. Really nice attacking move. So that's twice now here in the opening 10 minutes that BG's best attacking threat has come from a quick counter.
Good service into the box. No one quite there, and I think I'm not sure what the ref saw there, but
there was a coming together, Stephen.
Yeah, some sort of tussling.
They came together, and it was adjudged to have been foul.
Hey, Brennan really adventurous out of goal. Wow.
Wow.
A second ball kept out of the goal by a BG defender there, as Graves maybe caught a little bit out of goal. Evansville in the box. Anaya clears.
Ooh.
Wow. Incredible to keep that in play and come away with the free kick.
Anthony Hernandez doing work down there to keep that ball in play and then win the free kick for the Falcons.
Oh, Coach Nichols, if you want to stay in the starting lineup, that's a good way to do it, that level of hustle.
Gus Peacock winning the throw for the Falcons. Gus Peacock, not many people know he's from Wyoming. Even fewer people know he's from Wyoming, Ohio.
Yes, I did not know that.
Real place.
Big Sky Country. No, that's Montana, Ohio.
Well, the faces have changed in the back three for BGSU as the season has gone on. Much of that forced by injury,
yes,
but that formation has not.
Yeah.
Still playing three at the back, organizing and building out from that formation. But these three across the back, Christensen, Silva, and Peacock today, three very different than the what I called games previously.
Over the top, Trace Terry.
Ooh. Wow.
That is a goal, and Shope scored it, but Trace Terry.
What a moment.
That was a lot of work.
What a moment from those two Falcon forwards combining. Yes. Trace Terry did not stop working or giving up on the play.
Yeah.
Able to win the ball back and square it to Shope, who just pokes it ever so delicately into the top.
Sure who hit that ball over the top to Trace Terry, but it was absolutely perfect. Perfection. And Eli Shope, you'll never see a more fox-in-the-box poacher's goal than that. But, hey, he was there, made the right run, and Trace Terry really worked hard to create that opportunity.
Two first names only needed one chance to get that for Eli Shope. Great movement from the two of them. And just like that, the Falcons on top 1-0. 12 minutes in here in the first half.
Trace Terry with a great chest control, and then a little sloppy with his pass, and Evansville will break. I have to say, Evansville has looked coordinated and attacked when they've had it going. I think BG is possibly lucky to be ahead here. There's been several opportunities where it was definitely needed a body in goal that wasn't Brandon Graves, because he was a lot of position. But we have a clean sheet, and
good chances at both ends.
Yeah, Graves obviously has been fantastic in goal during his career with the Falcons. I think he's earned that right to kind of come out as needed. Don't see him really make a lot of mistakes. Very sure-handed, sure-footed keeper. And Trace Terry on the press, using a lot of energy, but again, these guys are in that mid-season shape.
But just there, Stephen. Trace Terry pressed, but he was pressing all by himself.
Yeah.
You can't really press in ones.
Yeah.
So he took off and sprinted up
need
the
a
goalie,
little more.
opened up all this space down the left that led to not quite a chance.
Need a little more pack mentality with the press here. Cleanly won by the Falcons in the midfield. Trace Terry will skip and escape, switch the field through Albert Anaya. Now the Falcons will attack up the left. Nathan Masters with the ball. That's a great pass crossfield to Trace Terry, who's Trace Terry with a thunderbolt.
Stephen, we are going to call a lot of games together over the course of our professional broadcasting careers. I do not know that we're going to see a better individual moment of magic than we just saw from Trace Terry, receiving the ball back to goal, 30 yards out, and decides to turn on his own, beat his man, and rip the shot. He says, you can't win the raffle if you don't buy a ticket. You can't win that raffle. That was an incredible moment. I don't know that I've seen a better goal at Cochrane.
I think I was ready for him to shoot. I was just like, there's no way he's shooting.
Sure.
And he did.
And as he shot, I thought, maybe not the best idea, but
he's buying his ticket.
He's buying his ticket. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yes. Michael Scott, Michael Jordan. Wait, Wayne Gretzky. Trace Terry hyping up the home crowd on senior night.
Wow. We are 15 minutes in. It is already 2-0. I don't mean to alarm anyone watching at home. This is on pace to be a 12-0 BGSU blowout.
Yeah.
I'm not promising that.
No.
But you've seen it happen.
Well, we probably can promise we won't see another goal like that. That was
absolutely
special.
Number 21, Trace Terry.
Now, if you watch a lot of soccer games, you will hear commentators say, ooh, 2-0, one of the most dangerous scorelines for a team.
Terrifying scoreline. Some coaches don't even want to get there.
They don't.
Keep us at 1-0.
Keep us at 1. Maybe nothing. Just in case.
2-0. Of course, we are parroting some of the announcer speak that you hear. Announcers will make up terrifying things about different scorelines.
Now, having said that, Evansville has looked dangerous. They've had a few moments where they...
I would actually say, on the whole, if we're not going to be homers here, that Evansville, when they've had the ball in our final third, have looked pretty potent.
Sure.
So I don't think the Falcons will want to let up at all. I think more goals will be the ask from Coach Nichols. And, hey, I like the idea of seeing this. I can't tell if it looks like now we're playing in a back four, but maybe it's a little bit fluid.
Yeah, I think you've got just the so in this instance over here, it would be Andrew Schaefer, I think, was just dropping with to follow that Evansville attacker.
Yeah.
I think then you'll see him shift up.
It is funny when you see like a team sheet, and then during the game you look at that team sheet again. No one's you know, it's not like a chess game where everything's in perfect grids, right? People float. They know a side they need to cheat on a little more. And,
good win from Anthony Hernandez.
It seems like now, and I can see that was beautiful bit of skill from Trace Terry.
Just sat him down.
Yeah, and then a few other incredible dribbles and passes there. Wow.
You know, great players at every level. There's a moment, there's a stretch of games when they make the leap.
Yeah.
When they realize this is their level, they can play at this level, they can dominate this level.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're seeing that with Trace Terry now.
We definitely have seen it from Eli Shope in the last year, half year. You know, when I mean the 4 goals against Michigan, and yeah, I agree. There's something in a player that kind of unlocks. They start to believe in themselves as much as, you know, the coaches do, and special.
Well, just in the last 2 minutes, we've seen Trace Terry certainly have quite the moment of brilliance to score the goal, but then just that little example, stops on the ball, the defender blows by.
Oh yeah.
You only do that if you've got a lot of confidence flowing.
Yep. And he does have a unique build. I mean, if you saw him and you guess what position he played, I think most people would probably guess center back. But his length allows first step and he's away, you know. Quick separation because of his size. That'll go out, I believe, for an Evansville throw. No, it'll be a Bowling Green throw. Masters with a great curling in pass to find, I believe, Shope. And then comes up in support. Naya just out of reach of that pass. Will work hard to win the ball back. That was a slight example that you were talking about where not quite enough people on the press. And that's something that you see with time as players get more time together on the pitch and kind of sync up. There's some partnerships here that I still think are only a few games old, and that instinctual press as a pack will come with more time together. BG has had some teams that really mastered that. Just about 20 minutes gone, and your Falcons lead 2-0 versus University of Evansville through goals by Eli Shope and Trace Terry. Actually has to get laid out for that. So Evansville chooses to go for goal.
Good shot.
It was kind of a deceptively on target good shot. Yeah, had some velocity. I don't think BG was expecting that. Good idea for Shope, just how to play. Oh.
Kyle Blassingame
Yeah,
taken
just
down there.
takes a foot on top of the boot, I believe. Kick to the foot. Glad to see he's up and moving. Not real happy about the foul, but we'll move on. Oh, Chase Terry with an incredible give and then full speed go, and I think it actually kind of was a distraction. Because right away, I believe it was Anaya, took the shot on goal. Falcons with this stack formation.
They've been doing this
Very,
all season.
College football-esque, you know, like 1940s college football look to it.
Of course, known for its lines of 6 men in a row.
Yeah, I mean,
the 1940s
I'm just
college football.
yeah, with the leather hats, and they're doing some play where they flip the ball straight up 20 feet or something. You know, it was a different era.
That's right. And they're all smoking cigarettes on the field as well.
Yes, we do not condone that.
Ooh, ooh.
That goes out for what should be a Falcon corner.
Silva found himself in the right place at the right time. Hits it first time, but just unable to guide it into the net. Instead, hits an Evansville defender.
It almost looks like a senior photo type setup, you know. Great header into the box.
A very theatric
Trace Terry
dive to the
can't quite
ground.
do anything with it, but I do believe there was a bit of a clash in the box.
Certainly there was a coming together
Yes.
between BGSU and the Purple Ace goalkeeper, but
Jacob Madden looks like he's all right. We resume. Masters with throw in. BG will attempt to switch the field here through Anaya. Wow, nicely handled. Anaya, I think, almost playing for the corner there. Keeper just able to hold it over the line. Soccer is one of those disorienting sports where the player can be standing outside of the line and holding the ball. It's unlike anything in American sports.
the position of the ball versus the position of the player playing the ball.
Unique to soccer.
Well, tennis would be the same way.
That's true. That's true. And I guess in baseball you could catch the ball outside of the line.
You know what it's different from is football.
Yes. Yeah. And basketball.
Ooh.
And basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
BGSU growing into the game over the last 10 minutes from an attacking perspective.
Yeah.
They're not simply counterattacking anymore. They're also possessing and moving forward.
Yeah, I like that.
Maddie, do you know the Evansville stop? I did not. Yeah, sounds good, because it didn't come in on mine or
Evansville with the throw here.
Sounds good, thanks.
Our first sub of the game here, Evansville putting on Baraka Tarleton in place of Matt Hawkins. BGSU tends to wait on making those substitutions. Now Brendan Graves comes quite a bit out of the box.
Yeah.
Not surprised. We might see a replay here. Not surprised to see that penalty given. Shot comes
it's a
in.
handball.
There's certainly an elevated hand.
Yeah.
But Stephen, I think you and I were just talking earlier today. I don't know what the handball rule is anymore in any of these leagues.
But you have some defenders that'll put their arms behind their back, which I find to be silly. You lose a lot of balance and a lot of maneuverability. But you can't have the unnatural position. I think they don't want like show hands, you know.
Sure.
I think that's actually in the rule.
Ever since we left the 1930s, the Jazz era, we're no longer allowed to use the show hands while defending. Big moment here in the game. Evansville gifted an opportunity to get back into it.
Yep. Graves is up for it, though. And blocks it. Wow. Brendan Graves, big save.
Well, two things true at once. A poor penalty while also a very good save from Brendan Graves.
Yeah. The score remains 2-0. BGSU here in Missouri Valley Conference action. Beautiful Saturday night. Graves will handle that. The Falcons will get some respite here.
Let's hope not. I think it was.
I believe ball supply duties are being handled by the Perrysburg soccer team tonight. Is that correct, Will?
Perrysburg Soccer Club.
Perrysburg
That's
Soccer
right,
Club,
PSC.
just up the road. Speaking of Brendan Graves, I wouldn't be surprised if he grew up playing in that club, Perrysburg native. So somebody's
certainly got some commuters from Perrysburg down to Bowling Green Soccer Club, but yes, a lot of them do also play for PSC. Grateful for their support here tonight.
BG trying to escape out the back and really committed to playing out of the back. Just gives the ball away there. Evansville throw in. There will be a sub made. Wow, Evansville has a go, inspired perhaps by that Trace Terry wonder strike.
Struck well, but you get the feeling it's going to be tough to beat Brendan Graves tonight. Really growing into the game as this goes on.
Certainly saving a penalty will do that for you as well. I think the ref got a touch on that. accidentally, of course. Another save. Point blank, but with some pace.
Well done from Brendan Graves there. And if that had hit the referee, I'm a bit surprised he didn't stop play. Traditionally, they'd stop it.
I think there was a bit of a ping-ponging, and I think it just maybe bounced off his foot, but maybe not. Maybe he executed the perfect step over, you know? We've got some talented refs out there on the field and running the lines.
Ooh. The Evansville player clattering into Anthony Hernandez there, winning the free kick for the Falcons.
Bowling Green now looking like more of a 3 in the back.
There are these moments in time, Stephen, in which I miss seeing that crossfield ping.
Yeah, from Jody. Yeah. I know. But hey, we've got players that will get better and better, and then we'll see them out here at Cochrane, and that's a cool thing about seeing you know, talented players leave and then talented players come in as well. I do believe Cincinnati is doing quite well in the standings. I don't follow the MLS standings closely, but I know that they at least had a very strong start to the season.
I would speculate they are at the top of the MLS standings.
We will take a look here at some point.
Only we had access to that information somehow.
I was out in Kansas City last weekend, went to an SKC Houston Dynamo game. Of course, Ryan James of Bowling Green Falcon Flame played some time for Dieter Vermees's SKC. I believe just on the secondary team, but pretty cool that we were represented out there.
Our first Falcon substitution of the night. Jake Bergen coming in for Alberto Anaya.
Alberto Anaya, or as Beto as they call him, just that steady heartbeat in the middle of the park, and then also he can hit a ball too.
Our dead ball specialist.
Yes. Boy, he is something else. Scored some beautiful goals from set pieces. Evansville will want to take this quickly. Brendan Graves.
Alert to the danger.
Yes. Clean sheet so far. Even with a penalty to be saved, he's acquitted himself quite well. Nathan Masters able to keep it in. Bowling Green will switch the field. Cusimano just powers through. Unable to keep the ball in the end, but a valiant effort. Stick with that ball. .11 minutes left to play in this first half. Your Falcons lead 2-0 through goals from Eli Shope and Trace Terry. Boy, could Eli and Trace's goals have been any different from a range perspective? I think Eli's goal might have been under, maybe 8 inches into the goal. And then Trace Terry, what would you say? 25 yards?
I'd say about 25.
Yeah.
Somehow, from a personality perspective, I think they also fit as well.
First card of the night is given. I think the referees called a pretty good game tonight. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Not sure that was the moment, Steven, that warranted the first card of the game.
But you got to give it at some point, right? I mean, in theory.
In fact, you don't. You don't. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, straight at Brendan Graves. And Evansville is having some looks at goal, but they're really looks at Brendan Graves. They're
That's right.
Right to him.
And for the most part, they are speculative.
Yeah,
right? They're from 18 to 20 yards out, maybe a little bit further. They're not clear chances, but they're doing well to create even those speculative chances. And,
that ball was almost an inch
there.
Perfect.
That would have been the third or fourth time tonight that Eli Shope got free down the left.
Yeah. Some congestion as Evansville tries to escape. Great bit of skill from that Evansville attacker.
Thank you.
Taylor Dyson coming into the game for Andrew Schaefer.
Ooh.
Good idea from Shope. Turns around. I think the ball just scuffed off his boot a little.
You could see what he was thinking. And Steven, maybe to follow up on a point that you asked earlier when you asked who had stood out to me so far, and I said I'd been impressed by Eli Shope and Trace Terry. You know, in part what I was referencing was their play together. They seem to really understand where the other likes to be, where they like to move. We've already seen the assist on the goal tonight, and there from Eli Shope, he didn't need to look up. He already had in his mind what he wanted to do.
Knew where to be.
And if it had come off, he was exactly right. Trace Terry would have been there.
Yeah. It's neat to see that understanding, and it's early in the season. That'll continue to improve as they get more minutes together. And Evansville finds a forehead in the box, but all for naught as the Falcons are able to escape. Really no one ahead of Hernandez here, but some fancy footwork, and wow, good idea down that side, and he just will not get there. Good looking ball.
Good quick acceleration into space from Hernandez.
Maybe on some drier grass, that ball slows up just enough.
We're at that time of the year as spooky season sets on.
Slick.
Eli Shope is through.
Tries to put it in front for Trace Terry. Instead, will settle for a corner.
But just to finish that thought, we're at that time of the year where as these 7 o'clock games, as the sun sets, it's going to get slick as the game goes on.
Condensation, and maybe put the longer studs on their boots.
And I'm not really familiar with how condensation works, other than, you know, it ends up that the water's on the grass.
Yeah. Imagine like a glass of Coke with ice in it.
Sure.
And the Coke glass is actually the football pitch. but it's not round. I mean, now you unravel the glass,
right.
lay it flat. It doesn't really work.
Now,
but,
see, condensation's like America.
Yeah. Just sent out. No, not going to take a risk there. Just under 5 minutes in the first half here.
This is going swimmingly for BG. You know,
it's an entertaining game.
They've got to like, if they can hold on to this over the next 15 minutes, even build on it, they've got to like how this is setting up in the MVC in their first season. They get 2-1 in conference play, 5-3-2 on the year. So this would be a big result. We are a long way away, but with the way Brendan Graves is controlling his 18, things are looking good.
Absolutely, and you know that regardless of how many goals we are able to put on the board, that they'd love to keep that clean sheet.
Yes.
Especially with a young defensive back lineup that is Trace Terry tried to dummy that through his legs at full speed, and it almost came off. That was incredible.
That'll be Brendan Graves.
I think one of the more underused skills in soccer is the dummy through the legs.
Is to not touch the ball at all. The easiest skill in the world.
Exactly.
Something profound about
Jack Wilshere loved a dummy. It just sets you up to take off with the ball. It's just a wonderful piece of skill.
You know, we've been fortunate to see a few pieces of skill here in this first half. We had Trace Terry stopping on the ball. We had that scissor kick from that Evansville attacker. The scissor kick was perfectly pulled off.
Yeah, there just was a BG defender fortuitously impeding. And while Anthony Hernandez playing about 14 inches taller than his height there as he shields the ball from an absolutely Herculean Evansville midfielder there. That will go out for a Falcon corner. I believe this will be the 6th on the night.
Corner kick, Bowling Green.
Far edge of the box, nobody home. And you wonder if he was tempted to lob the keeper there. Graves back fast enough.
Well, the final ball wasn't quite there, but that ended up being a 3v2 for Evansville as attackers poured forward and outran their BG counterparts.
Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Evansville will attempt a long throw into the box. Evansville will look to put together some kind of attack here in the final 68 seconds of the first half. And boy, that pass almost broke through. Falcons just need to hold their composure here, see this out. Billy Painter on for Trace Terry.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Bennett Painter. I'm sorry, I have not said that name yet. Bennett Painter.
2-0 here at the half to the Falcons. We'll be back with you in just about 10 minutes for the second half. We are back here for the second half at Cochrane Stadium in beautiful Bowling Green, Ohio, as the Bowling Green State University Falcons are currently leading the University of Evansville Purple Aces 2-0. The very eye-catching blood moon is rising just over our field of view. It is a full moon. It's a blood moon. And we're not yet at the point that it's a bloodbath here, but it is 2-0, and the Falcons.
There's no sea of tranquility here, Will. it's a flurry of goals from your Bowling Green State University Falcons in the Missouri Valley Conference showdown at the University of Evansville. And now
we have a whole list of puns we'll work through for the blood moon.
Evansville will attack the southernmost goal. You know, the moon has something to do with the tides of the ocean.
Sure, that's what I'm told.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem.
Doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense, does it?
It's like someone said that, and then just everyone was like,
kind of went with it.
Yeah, I don't know better.
Yeah, you know, tides.
Tides. How do they work? Yeah. Albert Anaya over the ball.
You know, we've had a lot of science questions come up on today's broadcast. We'll need to bring in one of our top BGSU.
There's probably some great
science majors.
Yeah, let's shout out Bowling Green Hard Sciences.
Absolutely.
Evidently, you
we missed out.
Not go. Yeah,
we missed out.
Obviously, BG known for their, not obviously, but BGSU known for their photovoltaic studies. Maybe they could get, you know how there's solar power? Well, I got one for you. Lunar power. Much less effective, though.
Not quite as bright.
Maybe power like a nightlight.
I don't even think the moon emits light.
Well, it reflects light from the sun, just as the Falcons are reflecting this ball away from danger.
Well, for those of you who are just tuning in, you missed perhaps one of the goals of the season.
Yeah, certainly so far.
Best goal I can remember here at Cochrane. Trace Terry with the second of BGSU's goals in the first half, with picking the ball up about 30 yards away from goal with his back to goal. Receiving, turning, pushing it onto his right, striking from 25 yards out.
An absolute thunder strike.
A thunder strike into the back of the net. It was, I think it caught us all.
It did. There
off
were
guard.
audible gasps up here in the booth.
You know, so we'll hope to replicate that here in the second half, but to be frank, it's unlikely. I don't think we're going to see a goal like that again today.
Brendan Graves will keep his excellent night going here and try to keep this clean sheet alive for the Falcons. Trace Terry will handle this ball. I think he took a quick look over his shoulder to see if Eli Shope was in the clear. He was marked. And so BG will recycle possession through the middle of the park. Eli Shope takes a knock in the back. Right under that ominous moon.
You know, it might not be a full moon.
I think it's
Steven. It's close.
It's a little. There's a little off the top right.
Yeah.
The moon. That part of the moon is there, though.
And it's a circle.
To be clear,
it's a sphere.
We know that much. There are moon facts we can deliver with confidence.
Yeah. Orbits the Earth.
Yes.
Which itself orbits the sun.
Yeah.
And it's the sun that we see.
I don't want to say too much more than that. That I feel is where
we feel good about that.
Yeah. If any viewers knows any other fun moon facts, send them in. Let's make this a learning opportunity.
Another clattering in the box. I think there's been a lot of BGSU activity there when we've been attacking. We've been called for the foul a few times here tonight.
Evansville just trying to get something going, long pass to switch the field, and really no trouble. Still really trying to pick out BG's defensive formation, and more than that, defensive duties, right? Because we see Nathan Masters kind of, he's all over the pitch. I don't know where I'd put him on the team sheet positionally. Brendan Graves caught a little bit out of position, and that ball just took a very lucky, I think, glance off. Maybe the attacker tried to sort the ball and kind of muffed his lines. Hawkins
I
probably fortunate to escape without being scored on there.
I think it was the right idea from the Evansville attacker.
Yeah. Rodrigo Silva goes down. Looks to be in some pain. And they're going to call the trainers out.
Just about the last thing that BG needs.
Yeah, more injuries.
Another injury to a defender.
Yeah. Sometimes an injury, they look to be in great pain. Other times they look upset knowing that the injury is perhaps severe. Can't quite tell the situation here, but he is in some discomfort. BG's training staff on the field.
This is
Silva gets up, but I don't think he can go.
He's in that crucial moment when we're going to decide, is it something you can walk off, or is it something that we're going to need to take some time with?
It's hard to imagine he would continue. He looks...
You know, I disagree, Stephen. I am thinking he's going to keep going. That's the body language that I'm seeing.
Resilient. All right. He says, I can keep going. Good to see. Like you said, BG's been unlucky with some injuries, so good to see him back up and moving. Can hear fans shouting their encouragement. Love to hear that. Trace Terry just holding the ball up so well with that frame. Don't really have a Premier League player comp for Trace Terry, do you? Ed Dzeko?
I do have one.
It's
Ollie Watkins.
Ollie Watkins, all right.
I see a lot of Ollie Watkins.
I believe he had a hat trick today.
He did have a hat trick, bit of a fortuitous hat trick,
sure,
but
well,
he did have a hat trick. They all count the same.
They do. Ollie Watkins, all right. I thought maybe you would say Peter Crouch.
No. No.
Just because of the height.
The robot.
Yeah.
No. I see the height. Ollie Watkins,
Trace plays
though,
much stronger, I think.
I see similar physical characteristics.
Eli Shope gets a lucky deflection. That'll go out for a corner. Bowling Green's 7th of the night, I believe.
Corner kick for BG, and you know my angle, Steven, I've got what we call the blood moon right over Gus Peacock, showing his colors, the BG colors. It's really an orange moon.
It is.
It's really a Falcon moon.
It's Falcon night, senior night. It's perfect.
The moon is showing out for BG tonight.
Evansville will just clear. Go out for a BG throw. ton of kids playing soccer out behind the bleachers here. Just a reminder to everyone, these games are free to attend at Cochrane Stadium. Bring your families out for a great night at Cochrane Stadium. These home games are special, and players do a really great job of interacting with kids after the game, and I know there's some poster signings and things they can do, so come on down. It's a great night of entertainment here at Cochrane Stadium as your Falcons are up 2-0 in this Missouri Valley Conference showdown. Still taking some getting used to there to Missouri Valley Conference.
You know, for those of us who professionally deal in minimum volume commitments as well, it's tricky with the MVCs. It doesn't quite sound right. It does roll off the tongue, but just in a different kind of way.
Yeah. Here's some of that coordinated pressing. There we go. It's just so expensive from an energy standpoint that you don't want one player, right, just sprinting for no great effect.
It has to be everyone.
Coordinated,
it has to be coordinated.
You know, I think it would be extremely expensive, but if they could find a way to put a falcon like engraved on the moon, how neat would that be for senior night?
That would have been special.
But I think just thousands of dollars.
And you know, Stephen, I'm getting some feedback that yesterday was the harvest moon.
Okay.
So I think we're good calling tonight the Falcon moon.
Yeah,
I think we can do that.
It's a Falcon moon.
Yeah. I hope it was a good harvest moon last night to all who celebrate.
Harvest, I would do it during the day, just easier to see all of the vegetables, but hey,
sure, do it at night.
Night harvest, that's cooler, I'll tell you that much.
I don't know that you do the actual harvest. Well, maybe you do.
Would be cool.
Oh!
Falcons, I don't know who put a head on that.
Who else, Steven?
Mike Sheehan's going to tell us who scored it.
He's got a couple first names. I think that was Trace Terry.
We should know because we're watching the action, but Mike Sheehan has let us know that was Trace Terry. We've got a great booth up here, working in tandem together.
Trace Terry.
Trace Terry is having a night because full credit to Eli Shope for that first goal.
Right.
But Trace Terry did a lot of work leading up to that to make it happen.
Ooh. And you know what he did there? He rose over Eli Shope to get that header. Of course, they were both in the mix.
That. Good competition.
A 3-0, and these Falcons are soaring.
A Trace Terry hat trick is not out of the question, folks. BG flag streams across the bleachers, and the home fans appreciate it. What a great senior night. Beta with the assist. Eli Shope wants that quick ball thrown in, and the Perrysburg Soccer Club is quick to oblige. BG right away hungry for more, as Evansville has a ball fall fortuitously. Defense is up for it though. One trickles in the corner. Evansville gets one back on a good header.
Great header.
Brendan Graves gets laid out for it. Can't quite stop it from going in.
Well, Stephen, we often say 3-0's one of the more dangerous leads you can have.
The Purple Aces are on the scoreboard. Great header. Not sure a lot of could have been done there. That started from a very fortuitous bounce that found a midfielder streaking forward.
That's number 19, Kai Phillip for Evansville. He has looked dangerous today at moments. And that header was just about perfect.
If you're going to hit a header, yeah, he was in the right spot. So BG back to that 2-goal lead.
You know, Stephen, I've been really impressed by Mats Christensen today in a very quiet way, very understated way.
Positionally in the right spots.
Not a position I'm accustomed to seeing him play, but he's slotted in and done well. Very solid.
Offside. The Evansville bench howls in disagreement. That must have been a close one.
It was tight. In real time, I did not think he was off. I'll tell you, I don't have the best angle here.
Yeah.
It was close.
And we can't draw the lines.
We can't draw the lines, but neither can they in the Premier League.
They did not use the lines today, so.
Evansville Club 8-21.
Thank you.
Here's a BG player down in some distress. Hopefully this ball gets put out. Oh, two BG players down. 2 BG players down and an Evansville player down. So there is some trainer's work to be done on the pitch right now.
And there you go, folks. There's a shot of that moon.
Beautiful.
That Falcon moon. Always, of course,
moon.
the day after the harvest moon, the Falcon moon.
Falcon moon. Yeah.
You can kind of see there just the outline of that Falcon.
If you squint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of a
wing. Props to the camera crew up there getting us that shot.
Great
That's a
shot.
difficult one to get.
Well, it's right there.
Well, I mean, yeah, but to get the exposure correct, you know,
There it
and
is.
dial it in.
Yep.
I am actually an amateur moon photographer.
Okay.
I am, yeah, and it's quite difficult.
There's a name for that, I think. There's a term.
Astrophotography.
Astrophotography. Yep. Turns out there is a word for that.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, looks like everybody's up. Gonna be moving a little gingerly.
Well, it looks like that was Alberto Anaya,
it was one, and
maybe Anthony Hernandez was the other.
Yeah, I believe so. Slight of frame, but big of heart, we could say, and right back in the mix.
A little bit of confusion as the officials asked Anthony Hernandez to step off the field, and then we'll come back on, I presume.
Yeah.
And he's now back
I think
on.
if you go down, you need to come off. And that's a new complex rule in the Premier League as well. I think they have to stay off for 30 seconds.
A card has come out here.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was anything intentional or incredibly aggressive there, but card has been given. I believe that's the Falcons' second yellow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow, there's
pretty bad
two.
foul there.
I'd say 2 fouls in a row that should certainly, I mean, just to be frank, should both be yellows.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the official's going to do here, but given how he's been calling the game, there should be so we've seen 1 yellow given out. Was just as bad on Christensen a moment earlier. Late, was never going to get the ball full speed.
Yeah, the foul on Shope was a cynical kind of pull from behind. Well, it's getting a little chippy out there. It is a conference game.
Getting chippy in the MVC, Stephen.
Oh, Hernandez with a great idea finds Shope. BG able to keep possession. Beto will move the ball. Nothing happening there as Graves will pick the ball up. Just over half an hour left to play here. Falcons lead 3-1 through a brace from Trace Terry. Brace Terry, as it were.
Ooh, Steven.
Yeah, I'm back.
Brace Terry making an appearance today. You know what happens if he scores again?
Did we lose the funny nickname?
No, but then it's like Trace Terry.
Oh, Trey. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
No, that is good.
He once again becomes Trace Terry.
Yeah.
Maybe he becomes Uno Dos Trace Terry.
Trace Terry.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to workshop that if and when.
Yes.
He's got 29.5 minutes to give us that opportunity.
We should say for the watchers at home, in England, often a 2-goal performance is known as a brace. I don't know why. I don't know why that is.
You know, a brace connects 2 things together, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Does it, though?
Is it perhaps like Cockney rhyming slang? I don't know. But
it's a brace.
Distinctly.
It's a brace, isn't it?
Distinctly English phrase.
I'm not sure.
Well, Evansville will be encouraged by that goal and feel like there is something in this game for them still with half an hour to play.
You know, it was pretty even for most of that first half. They had a penalty saved. They created a couple good chances.
For the first 6 or 7 minutes, they had a lot of the better looks. Of a laser shot across goal, but right into the waiting hands of Brendan Graves. Looks like a BG player is cramped up. We'll get some treatment from teammate.
I'm not sure, Stephen, you can have a better testament to the amount of work that Trace Terry does in a game. He is the Falcon down literally on his own end line.
Yeah, as a forward.
When it was, you know, that very first goal, he was on the other end line, winning the ball and setting up Eli Shope.
Yeah, I would love to see his heat map for tonight.
There is no blade of grass that Brace Terry is not willing to cover.
And it looks like Bennett Painter will come on for Trace Terry, who will get a breather. Painter out of Cincinnati, Ohio. freshman this year. Looking forward to see his career at BGSU blossom here at Cochrane Stadium.
Something tells me, Stephen, there are more goals in this game.
I think so, yeah.
We have got 28 minutes, and I think both teams have shown a commitment to getting forward, taking chances.
End-to-end stuff, as it were. Evansville streaking forward in attack. Some stout defense there, and now Beto with the ball will look to play Shope forward. Shope with a nice first touch, looking for some support. Looks to go alone. Oh, just picks out a beautiful pass.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely.
My goodness.
Fantastic. Did we just see a better goal?
Andrew Schaefer, he heard our challenge at halftime. He heard our challenge to say you're not going to see a better goal.
From the angle right behind it.
It was perfect.
It was top
It was
bins.
perfect.
That was top bins.
Sometimes you hear top bins and it's not top
this
bins.
was top
It's
bins.
mid bins.
Yeah.
It's ish bins. That was top bins. Andrew Schaefer
right
saw
corner.
Trace Terry's goal in the first half and said, I can do better. Unbelievable.
Incredible.
My goodness.
What a
Well,
goal.
somebody wise said just a moment ago there were more goals in this game.
Yes,
Just
there they
a
are.
minute later, BG restores that 3-goal lead.
Incredible.
We have fans getting t-shirts. I see we've got a young man here in the booth named Silas who got himself a t-shirt. Incredible performance all around
Awesome.
in Bowling Green. Look at that. Andrew Schaefer,
Cool as
he
you
just
like.
raises the
That
hands.
was just good off the boot. Wow. Folks, if you came to Cochrane Stadium, you are getting your monies tonight or YouTube, which is great because they're both free.
Yeah, shout out to YouTube. You know?
Yeah, appreciate it.
Wow. Ooh,
And now Evansville looks
tricky
to
slip
respond
from
in
Christensen.
kind. Uh-oh. And Evansville
Wow, just like that.
responds. Will said there were more goals in the game, and there's already been 2. So we are looking at 4-2.
Evansville twice there. That's here in the second half. BG scores. Evansville
away.
immediately
Yeah.
responds.
And I appreciate Brendan Graves' leadership there to go to his guys, calm them down. Let's reorganize. They're going to get back together and say, hey, this is
They're circling
a lot
up.
of emotions flying
You
here.
know,
but
they're forming a Falcon moon there on
They
the
are.
field. You love to see it.
And at that point, there's just not much Brendan can do about that. It was
Sure.
in numbers, you know.
2v0,
The 2v0
I think, where
is
it ended up.
difficult,
Yeah. Well, still, Falcons with a 2-goal advantage, 26 minutes to play. You'd like to think they can hold on, but Evansville, the Purple Aces showing a lot of steel.
Resolve, yeah.
I was looking for a kind of a color pun in real time, and I couldn't think of it. But
What about they're trying to get a purple moon going.
yeah, I thought
Aces.
Purple Heart, but that's not right. You don't want that.
No, I
so
don't think
yeah, so I'm not sure what it would be.
Purple patch.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Whenever
they say
BG
they-
scores, Evansville has a bit of a purple patch.
Yeah.
I like it.
Folks, we've got a 6-goal thriller at Cochrane.
And we've got the right kind of 6-goal thriller because it's 4-2 to the Falcons.
Yeah, you don't want a 3-3 or
5-1's a bit of a blowout,
Yeah,
right? You don't
yeah.
want that.
No.
You want some tension.
Oh, Beto just skips through the press. Santi Carzola-esque there on the ball.
Cathorla,
Cathorla,
the Basque pronunciation.
Although we do try not to be political on this broadcast too much. Beto on the ball, and you know,
Ooh.
You know, Beto may want a goal himself. He says we're doing long range tonight. He may want a shot.
Ooh.
Evansville looks to respond.
Now, if you'd said before the match there was going to be 2 long-range, peaches, you would have thought he'd be getting at least one of them.
Yeah, shows the depth of talent in this Falcon side. Shope's going to race up this left flank, but really no one in support. He's going to have to double back if he wants to keep possession.
Eli Shope went full rugby, just winning that field position, but it turns into a pretty decent attack for BG.
Oh, I think Beto just slipped there.
We have seen a couple of slips, and folks, we've already talked about the condensation tonight, and we don't understand why it happens, but we know that it does. It's starting to get slick out there. Good win from Christensen there. Had to be strong, shoulder to shoulder.
Into a goal kick. Important intervention there.
Saul Rios making an appearance for the Falcons here, coming in on that left side of the defense and replacing Gus Peacock. This will be the first time. First time I've had the chance to see him live.
Great.
Steven.
Me too.
Ooh, this is
Evansville again in attack. He's off. Ooh. No finish.
Missed the finish.
Yeah, missed the finish.
That had to have been tight, Steven. They looked. They had something like a 5v3 going there.
Yeah, it was a lot of everyone moving together.
You know, as folks will often tell you, Steven, that 4-2 lead is one of the more dangerous leads in soccer.
Turns out just any lead seems to be very problematic. You know, I wonder if BG could stand with just a spell of possession here. Maybe not so forward thinking, but maybe a little side to side and just hold the ball.
Aggressive tackle, but managed to win it there.
Yeah, and BG's a little selling out going forward.
Who's getting the ball back. Wins the corner.
BG winning the corner kick, I believe, 10-1. Unless they've already updated, but by a wide margin.
Maybe this 10th corner will be the time that the old I formation works in.
Yeah. It is a very tender pose, I will say that. Very high school dance. And Evans, this is one of those, I mean, it feels like all of Evansville's goals have been on a counter after a set piece or something. BG able to win back possession, but BG certainly on high alert that Evansville is able to quickly flip the field. Yeah, see there, I think I just would like a little longer possession. Graves will come out to collect.
Well done there. Great goalkeeping to come and collect outside of his 6. Snuff out that attack. Otherwise, it would have been squared in, and who knows what could have happened. I think we know what could have happened. It would have been potentially a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shope goes for the nutmeg. It's a small foul there. Evansville gonna try to work up this left side. Looks like a pair of subs coming on for the Falcons here shortly. That ball was always rising.
Ooh. Wow. That was maybe the pass of the night from that Evansville attacking midfielder.
BG needs to really take care of the ball for 5 minutes here. Just try to hold the ball.
Yeah.
With a 2-goal lead.
That pass beat just about everyone and found, well, they're at it again.
Yeah. Another bit of great collection from Brandon, but Falcons just sloppy with the ball in the middle of the park, and I wonder if that's what these subs are for.
Well, since he went out with I think a small injury, we hope there's been no trace of Terry, but might see if he comes back on.
Well, I think with 2 goals, that could be his night. With a 2-goal lead, that could be his night over. If there's any lingering concerns over a hamstring or something. At this point, you'd just like to see the Falcons kind of nurse the ball, take care of it.
Ooh. They are getting closer and closer. Kai Phillips continues to be the danger man for Evansville in the middle.
Tall target man, especially on those crosses.
We've already seen him score with his head.
Yep. No, he can do it. And Trace is coming back. There he is.
So I'm trying to piece together what's happening here, Stephen, but Eli Shope looks like he's gone to the back on the left-hand side.
Well, and Coach Nichols
and then I think it's Nathan Masters with Trace Terry up top.
Yeah. And obviously Nathan Masters for several years played up top. More recently, along with Kyle Cusimano, have been in that overlapping wingback role. But certainly Masters can do a bit anywhere he's asked to. Very versatile player and extremely high energy as well.
Well, same with Eli Shope back here.
Absolutely. And here comes the press. Evansville just able to find the outlet and then trying to find that target man, Kai Phillip. Eli Shope just able to keep that in, and the Falcons will look to break now with numbers if they can. Couldn't find Shope across the field. Had it out of play by Eli Shope, and the Falcons will reshape in the back as Evansville looks for the first of two that would draw them level with 15 minutes or so to play.
Thank you.
Evansville on the break again. Brendan Graves will clean that up. Cleaned up by Bowling Green, but a little dicey there for a minute. Oh. I think that was Jake Lane with a beautiful step over. I think the kids call that Techers. And the ref will show a yellow here for a hard foul.
Well, BG certainly brought their shooting boots today, Stephen, and I think
really
they also
did.
brought those tricky boots as well. They are pulling them out.
Yeah.
I think we call that a good yellow from the Evansville player there.
BG does not. There we go. I like this. No shame in just owning the ball. 2-goal lead at home. On senior night, we got the Falcon Moon up there. BG moving the ball around, looking for a shot. Can't quite find it yet. Ref says no foul, and now Evansville will look to break again. Falcons with numbers, but cleared. "12 minutes to play."
Brendan Graves patrolling the outer reaches of his box. Does so well to come out and pick up that ball. Truly a modern keeper, Brendan Graves.
He is.
Comfortable with the ball at his feet. Likes to come out, likes to intervene, almost Neuer-esque.
Yes.
Shout out to our German listeners. Huge Manuel Neuer fans, I'm sure. Well, BG might just have survived that 10-minute spell of pressure there from Evansville.
Yeah, it was a lot. Jake Lane and Trace Terry both prefer the low sock, the Emil Smith Rowe bunched down look. Does not seem like there could even be a shin protector in there.
Okay, and ours were 10 for 22 and what?
6 for 8. 10 for 18, not 22.
Anthony Hernandez.
Another card's coming out.
Yeah, not surprised to see that one given either,
Yeah, that
Steven.
was a little rough and tumble at full speed there.
Helter skelter.
Yes. Brennan Graves is way out of goal there, but has it under control. Trusts his center backs to jump in goal, I guess, if need be. Of course, you know, not allowed to use their hands, so a little more difficult. But I think there's been 2 center back saves today in the first half, at least. Just 10 minutes now remain. BG throw after some swarming defense by Anthony Hernandez. On the whole, I think a good performance from the Falcons. Certainly the goals were there. I think at least one of those goals the defense would like to have back. But on the whole, I think prolific day for the Falcons at home on senior night. Coach Nichols will be happy with the result. Chaos in front of goal there. I think that was Nathan Lane tried to fizz one.
This will be a free kick to BG in a dangerous area.
And I'd be surprised if it's not Beto over the ball, and it is. And gosh, you have to wonder if he wants to join the festivities from long range, or if he will play a more conservative ball.
I think it'll be Trace Terry, Steven.
Yeah,
I think Trace Terry, he has
a good heart. That's a good target in the box there, isn't it? Oh, they play it short. Looks like a set play of some kind.
Ooh, Taylor Dyson line was
Not
up.
off by much.
Not off by much. You know, realizing here, Steven, that Trace Terry in these 2 games, that is a brace of braces.
A brace of braces.
How many braces does it take until he has to change his name?
Yeah.
You know?
He's on his way.
I don't think anyone's ever disappointed to score twice. Oh.
Evansville will put another ball out. Credit to the Purple Aces. They are pushing for the goal.
Do we feel like he handled that, Steven? Maybe just a bit. I'm not sure that came off the shoulder.
I'm not sure either.
Still, good opportunity there for the Purple Aces.
BG starting to take it to that corner 6-minute mark. Will, should we take a look at our upcoming games?
We should, Stephen. We should take a look at our upcoming games. A trio, a trace, if you will,
of away
games.
Yeah.
Ooh, BG going close there.
Detroit Mercy at Maryland at Belmont, and then hosting UIC, which is a Missouri Valley Conference game. And then at Drake. Where's Drake? I always forget where Drake is.
Drake.
Toronto?
Tell you where it's not. It's Toronto. Apologies to Drake.
Drake joke there.
University. Yeah.
I do not know where the Drake is.
Feels like
East Coast.
Kind of feels like more of a Chicago vibe to me.
Maybe.
The Drake Hotel, right? That's in Chicago, I think.
Yeah.
You know, if I had to guess, I would say, okay, I think my final
Let's both
vote.
say it at the same time.
Brendan Graves, by the way, with an incredible save to deny Evansville as the clock continues to tick down. He was at full stretch to his right, like a cat springing out.
I'll be shocked if Drake's not in Iowa, but I could be wrong.
It is. I would, if I had to guess, it's in Des Moines.
Perfect. Friday the 27th of October, we host Missouri State in another NBC showdown. And I believe you and I will be calling that game.
We'll be calling the next couple of games here at Cochrane.
Wonderful. And then, of course, at Northern Illinois to finish out the season Wednesday the 1st, and then the...
Brendan Graves comes up huge yet again. And the Falcons should probably do a little bit more to stop some of these shots coming in as the clock ticks down.
We're reviewing the upcoming matches here. Brendan Graves out here making wonderful saves, keeping it a 2-goal lead.
We're acting as though the current match is done. In fact, it is not.
Yeah. Okay, we're focused again. Let's see this thing out. 3:33 to go. Falcons with the 2-goal lead.
Ooh.
Gosh.
That is headed off the line by Jake Lane. How close can they go? Knocking at the door. The Purple Aces looking to fly one more through. That could go anywhere. Kai Phillips with a delicious piece of skill. Backheels the ball.
Yeah.
It beats the defenders, but it doesn't beat Brendan Graves. Goodness me. Well, we're ticking down under 2 minutes towards the 90-second mark.
BG just trying to see that what it kind of turned into a chaotic game, to be honest.
This game had a lot of, I would say, chaotic good energy.
Chaotic good energy.
Yeah. A 6-goal thriller. Really could have been a 7 or 8 goal thriller, if not more.
Yeah.
Chances galore both ends. Trace Terry, he's not well. Trace
Terry just shoving him out of the way.
He wants the hat trick.
He does. Oh! I think Trace Terry maybe a little ambitious trying to block that shot. He will be given a yellow. I think maybe just a little too close and a little too just a minute left now. Nathan Masters with the ball. Oh, tries the pirouette. Doesn't come off, but I believe it will remain in Falcons possession, and Falcons should be able to see this one out.
Taylor Dyson with another
Dyson
shot.
Said, let me make it 5. People.
The bodies are flying, Steven.
The bodies are flying, yeah.
Left and right, the bodies are flying.
And Kai Phillips slow to get up, and let's give him his flowers. He had a great game, had a good game, a little frustrated, but definitely was a standout player for the Purple Aces today. And that'll do it, folks. Again, we are away for the next 3 games. We will see you back here at Cochrane Stadium on Wednesday, the 18th at 7 p.m. Again, free as always, as the kiddos stream out on the field to celebrate a win on senior night under this beautiful Falcon moon. And have a wonderful night and enjoy this beautiful Falcon moon. It's a celebratory night.
You know, let's hope for another Falcon moon the next time we do this.
Absolutely.
It truly has been a Falcon moon night.
It has been.
All right.
Thank you all.